Hey creatives, how's it going? It's me, Mr. C, at my art desk at home. Today we are going to draw pop star Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish has been an amazing new musician in the world lately, and she has all kinds of great hits like Bad Guy and Bury a Friend and Ocean Eyes. So all kinds of good stuff coming from her albums lately. Plus she's got a really cool look, so I thought it'd be fun to do kind of a cartoon version of her. So let's get started. I'm drawing with Sharpie, but go ahead and grab your pencil and your eraser and we'll get right into it. I have my paper in portrait style, which means it's tall, going up and down. As usual, I'm going to start with my trusty U shape for the head. This is just a kind of good starting point for any kind of character design. We're gonna kind of work our way down to the body, and then we'll come back and do the head last. So, first thing we're gonna do, I'm basing this look off of one of her concert looks. And she has this kind of big chain choker on. So where her neck should be, I'm going to draw a little rectangle like that first. Okay, and this is going to be kind of our chain choker. Alright, don't make it too big. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and do a little lightning bolts to kind of give it some texture. It's a little too small for me to go in and draw like actually every chain link, but if I draw some little lightning bolts, that's kind of like a little shortcut in making the chain choker without actually drawing it. Alright, next I'm going to draw a little half circle here, just a little one. She's wearing a big t-shirt with some flames on it, some green flames. I love the black and green style she has going on. Alright, moving on. She's going to be wearing a big t-shirt, so we're going to start off with this arm going straight out. We're going to put a microphone in her right hand. So I'm just going to make kind of a big, basically a really rectangular shape going this way. When you come back in, just keep in mind that, you know, her body needs to be like right about here. So just think about that as you draw. Okay, I'm gonna go down, do a big t-shirt, head back up, and this sleeve I'm gonna curve it down like this. Just draw it down like that. For her legs, we'll do the legs next. We're gonna kind of make her, she's a really crazy performer, which I like. When I say crazy, I mean that in a good way. So we're gonna make her, she's gonna be doing a little dance here. So first I'm gonna draw a square right here for her oversized shorts. See a little bit of her leg. Alright. Now for this next part, she wears big combat boots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a slight curve. And then going down like that on both sides, almost like I'm drawing a cup or something. I'm going to do a half circle for her boot. Alright, now for the detail of the boot, I'm going to draw just a little section here and then put some X's where the laces should be. Again, there are a lot more details that would normally go into a boot, but for this kind of drawing, we're just going to keep it kind of simple. Cool. Alright. Next, for this leg, I'm going to have it going out this way. And it's just going to be slightly on an angle. Okay. And that just, I'm going to kind of repeat the steps though. Basically what I'm doing is just repeating the same thing but giving it a little bit of a difference. Just putting it on an angle will kind of help give the illusion that, you know, she's actually moving and that she's performing right now. Okay, so I did one leg going straight. This would be like on the floor here. This one is going to be on a little bit of an angle. Let's do this arm. I'll tell you right now, for hands today, I'm just going to do circle hands. If you want to do more detailed hands, you totally can. But for this style, I think it's fine if we just do some cute little circle hands. It kind of helps us out, especially, you know, we can do so many other cool details on her face and with her microphone and her boots. So let's just focus where we want to focus. All right. So this hand is out on a diagonal. This hand is going to be straight up here, and I would say put it kind of at the top of the t-shirt, because remember, whenever you wear a t-shirt, the cloth is going to kind of hang down. So I would put the hand at the top of the t-shirt. I'm going to put a circle there for her hand, and then for the microphone, I'm going to go rectangle, rectangle. And then the microphone, we can put a circle, and I'm just going to do this crisscross pattern in here. Okay, almost like you're making a bunch of tic-tac-toes. Just put a strong one across. Alright, so Billie Eilish is coming along. Let's do the flames on her shirt next, okay? So this is just after, this is based off one of her concert shirts. These flames might be a little tricky if you've never drawn flames before. So, I'm telling you right now, this might be one you just, if you want to practice your flames on another piece of paper, sometimes that's a good idea. But once you kind of practice them and get it in your muscle memory, they're fun, and I think they get easier to draw. So for the flames, I'm going to start towards the bottom of the shirt, and I'm just going to curve up like that, and then spike it back down. Alright, so I curve up, and then curve down, and then I'm going to spike, curve up, curve down. Then I'm going to curve up, and this time I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to curve down. Okay, so just think curve up, curve down, curve up, curve down. But every time you curve up and down, you kind of make it nice, like a hard spike there. Alright, Billie's coming along. It's looking good, guys. Alright, let's move on to the face. I'm going to give her some almond eyes here. Again, eyes are a place where you can kind of do whatever you want. And I'm going to give her some nice, intense eyebrows. She's got some pretty strong brow game. Cool. She's got some really cool pale eyes, so I'm going to give her some big circle eyes so we have lots of expression. And then I'm going to draw a circle for light light and a circle for dark. I'm gonna skip the nose today, just for this design. I don't think we need the nose. I'm gonna just give her some lips. I'm gonna make these pretty pronounced, okay? So, this might be hard to see from your angle. But with lips, my advice is just keep everything subtle, okay? So, you can tell I'm giving it a slight smile. And I'm just keeping it really easy. Alright. So that is the shape of her whole lip. Check this out. I am just gonna put a little line on the inside. Now you might feel tempted to draw all the way across, but I'm telling you, sometimes with mouths, you just want to put a little line and not connect it all the way, and that'll help. That'll just kind of help with making it look a little more natural. Even though this is a cartoony style, we don't want to go too heavy on the mouth. I'm not going to add too much makeup because she's pretty determined. She doesn't really over makeup herself. She kind of keeps a pale natural look, so that's kind of her style. So normally I might add some eyelashes, some Billie Eyelashes, I guess, but for this one I'm just going to keep it simple. Let's move on to her hair. I'm going to do her hair in the two buns, but if you feel like you want to make it kind of her hair going down, that's really cool. I'm just going to design it on that bun style. Okay? So first thing I'm going to do, it gets kind of messy when she's performing, so I'm going to curve up, and then just like my fire, I'm going to spike down, spike up, curve back. Okay, so this should be kind of hanging down between her eyes. Don't be afraid to kind of go over your face if you have it already. Okay, so I'm curving up, spiking down, spiking up, curving out. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick kind of the middle of the head. And I'm just going to do one lock of hair that goes out this way. Like that. Have it curved back like that. And then I'm just going to do the exact thing on the other side. Except I think on this one I'm going to make two spikes at the bottom just to mix it up a little bit. Alright. I'm going to do a really small little curve up here for the top of her head. Don't overdo it. We don't want to make her look like she's got a big old balloon head. So just keep it nice and small. Just give her two buns here. Cool. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a couple more texture lines in here. Because that green and black that we're going to draw here in a minute kind of alternates. Okay, as far as colors go, I've got a lot of different colors in the palette today, okay? So, I've got a peach for the skin. I've got black for most of her outfit and hair. Gray for the choker. Some green for the different highlights and accessories in her hair. I'm going to use a soft pink on her lips, and this pretty blue. This is called blue slate. And I'm going to use a blue slate for her eyes. Where to begin? Let's begin with our neon green. Okay, so these flames are actually green in the design. So what I'm going to do is just kind of color on top with my green. Literally layering it on top. And then when I color in my shirt later, this green should still stand out in the exact pattern of the flames. So I'm just going to color on top of my flames with the green. And the sharper the flames, the better. Cool. Let's add some. This is going to be green. We'll back on. I might even add more in a little bit. I don't know. All right. I'm going to go in with my peach next. Let's get all the body parts. These little parts down here on the legs, those are her real legs. Or her bare legs, I should say. Okay. Now, Billie is pretty, like I said before, she doesn't really do a ton of makeup. She likes to keep it kind of pale, so if you're going, really true to Billie here, just keep it nice and light. Don't have to color it too intensely. Alright, let's do the face next. For her eyes, I'm just going to give her this really light blue slate here. If you haven't listened to Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish, it was like one of her first songs that she released, and it's probably my favorite. Same with the pink, just going to go so light. So light. Next I've got my gray. I'm going to hit the choker. And the top of my microphone. And I'm actually going to do the laces of my boots gray too. Just to mix it up a little bit. Boom. We've got our Billie Eilish. Here's our bad guy. Thanks for drawing with me today, guys. If you have suggestions for what I draw next, go ahead and let me know at the link below. See you next time.